DVassist acknowledges the traditional custodians throughout Western Australia and their continuing connection to the land, waters and community. We pay our respects to all members of Aboriginal communities and their cultures, and to the elders both past and present. This webinar was recorded on Whadjuk Noongar land. We've put together a list of frequently asked questions that we get from our callers at DVassist.
Sure.
So just going to throw those at you.
Okay, hit me with it.
So here we go. Are sessions one-off or can they be ongoing?
They can be both. So it depends on the client. A client may just want a one-off session, just to quickly run through everything, see if they're in a violent relationship, look at safety planning, and they may just need one session for support. Otherwise, they can also access up to 6 sessions if they would like ongoing sessions with the same counsellor. We generally say about 6 sessions. Some may want more, some may less. Each client is different.
And it's a free service that's confidential and anonymous, which is really great option for people.
Yeah.
So I've just said that they're confidential, but how much are the sessions confidential if someone was to call or do a web chat with DVassist?
Yeah, so as in with any face-to-face service, you would be dealing with the same counsellor. Notes are kept secure. We do not break confidentiality or disclose any details to anybody. As with all face-to-face counselling, we do the same thing, where if we feel that you or the client is at risk of either to themselves or harming someone else, we are legally obliged to contact the police and any other services if we feel that they are in danger. We do that. And then if our notes are subpoenaed by court, we are obliged to hand them over as per law. So again, that's the same as a face-to-face service. And we don't discuss cases with any other staff members unless there's a case with supervision, but that is all made very clear at the beginning of the very first session.
Yes. And when people call, they can opt to say their name or not,
Yes.
and they can be completely anonymous. It's only if they go to that ongoing counselling that there's a few details that need to be taken. But yeah, just that being able to call up and remain anonymous as a choice for the person is really great.
I feel that's really important for a lot of people. They might quite happy to give their full names and their full details and are more than happy to do that. Others may not want to, and that is entirely their choice. We respect that.
Can DVassist advocate on their behalf?
Yes, we can. So we have done that in many cases, in particular with housing or legal support. We can link a client into another service as well. And if the client would like us to speak on their behalf, whether it's with support letters, talking on their behalf, we're more than happy to do so. So sometimes we can be the voice for them if that's what they would like us to do. Again, their choice, but more than happy to do so.
Excellent. And does DVassist do couples counselling?
No, we don't. In the case of family and domestic violence, it generally is not recommended ethically to work with both the person using violence and experiencing violence at the same time. That brings up a whole lot of issues of control and a lot of ethical issues as well. However, we do recommend, if that's the case, we would prefer to work with one of those people, usually the person experiencing violence, and we can always recommend or refer the person using violence to another service. So that way they both receive support at the same time, but unfortunately we can't do it at the same time together.
A few more.
That's okay.
Does DVassist provide counselling for kids?
We work with young people from the age of 15 and above. So happy to do that. For anyone under the age of 15, we'd either recommend Kids Helpline or another service if that happens to be in the area that would work with children.
So what actually happens in a counselling session?
Oh, good question. So for clients that do access our service, we go through the confidentiality barrier. So when they first call, we go through confidentiality, we obtain their informed consent. So a lot of what I said before about if they're going to hurt themselves or what we're obliged to do, we run through that first. Once the housekeeping part is over, for us, we generally say the client will work with you. You can start wherever you want to in your journey. We'll let you lead the the sessions. We'll walk alongside you and determine together what you would like out of it. But the client is always in control, and we feel that's really important.
And the last question is, what do I talk about in counselling?
Whatever you like. Whatever you like. So, as we are a specialist family and domestic violence service, it is fair to say all of our clients have experienced or are experiencing family and domestic violence, but whatever the client would like to talk about. It could be the practicalities of practical support. It could be the way that they're feeling about the trauma they've experienced. It could be anything surrounding what they're experiencing or have experienced is entirely up to them. Whatever they feel comfortable in talking about.
Wonderful, Lisa. Thank you so much for your time today, and really appreciate you just giving us more information about what it's like when someone was to call or jump on a web chat with DVassist.
Not a problem. It's been my pleasure. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.